Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Awfully quiet again. Make Paul smile anyway.
Very focused. Could I invite you now to be upstanding to welcome our bridal party?
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then I saw your I thought love was more or less a given thing, but the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use in trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw your face. Now I'm at peace, down in my mind. I'm in love.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Janine Haley, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all here to this absolutely stunning location, Craigenose Castle, on the edge of the Brecon Beacons. Could I invite you now, please, to be seated for the ceremony? You can hold hands, we don't jump each other. So I feel so very privileged to be asked to lead the ceremony this afternoon as Cath and Paul make this lifelong commitment now to each other in front of their family and friends. And firstly, can I say how beautiful that you all look today, and to say a big thank you to our bridal party for doing such a wonderful job this afternoon. And of course to Jennifer, who through the very special gesture of accompanying her daughter down the aisle, excuse me, has demonstrated her own personal love for Cath, and in doing so now places her motherly trust in Paul to love and to care for Cath always. So thank you, Jennifer. And on behalf of our wonderful bride and groom, I would like to take this opportunity to say a huge thank you to all of you as well for being here this afternoon to share this momentous occasion with them. And of course, you've all watched them grow together as a couple, and today you'll celebrate their joy, their love, and their expectations for their future. Now, whilst everyone here today knows how special a couple you are, from the time that I met you both, what I saw was your absolute love for one another, and your energy as a couple, and your infectious joy of life, and of course your unwavering commitment for sharing the rest of your lives together. And of course with your treasured little buddies, Baxter and Ernie, your two dogs, and Bertie and Beans, your two cats, who thankfully all get on, I was told. Now, getting to know you both has been an absolute pleasure, and not just that, but I've also learned so much about the Lord of the Rings and all the associated movies, all of which Cath and Paul have watched so many times, they pretty much know word for word. Now, there are two characters from the story who are Arwen and Aragon, and their relationship is the core romantic storyline, and the depth of their love is unique and so strong, and definitely quite inspiring, and they're soulmates as well. Sound familiar? So today, it's my absolute privilege to share Cath and Paul's very own special love story. And I can't think of a more apt way than to begin by sharing a quote from one of the films in the trilogy, The Fellowship of the Rings, which is, "Love is never late, nor is it early. It arrives precisely when it means to." And that's exactly what happened back in 2017 for Cath and Paul, when their online personal profiles matched. And just as Cath was at the point of almost pressing the delete on her profile, Paul's message came through in the nick of time. And from previous experience, Cath immediately thought, let's see what's wrong with this one. But thankfully it turned out that nothing was wrong at all. So their wonderful online connection then turned into a wonderful face-to-face connection on their first date, which was on the 23rd of December at Remo's coffee shop in Aberavon, which Paul arrived to with flowers and a little gift, which definitely got a big tick from Cath. Now that was then followed by a lovely walk along the beach, which got a big tick from Baxter, the dog, who also accompanied them. And with a cheeky kiss to complete what was a perfect date, that was the start of their journey together. Now, from sharing their lives together, Cath and Paul have learned so much from each other, and they both really value each other's qualities and strengths that they bring to their very special relationship. Now, when I asked Cath what inspires her about Paul, she said it's Paul's level of kindness, which is unlike any other. Coupled with Paul being so loving and caring, he is very selfless when it comes to family. He is always willing to help anyone, and through Paul's reassuring ways, Paul is always there for Cath in every way that he can. Now, Cath also loves Paul's sense of humour and his natural ability to make her smile and laugh. And they both love that it's okay to do silly things. Like the time they danced, like no one was watching in the cinema after watching The Greatest Showman. Now, talking of dancing, Cath introduced Paul to Strictly Come Dancing, the show on TV, something that he never ever imagined that he would actually enjoy. But he did, and so much so that Paul has performed his own Paso Doble at home with video evidence to prove it. More of that later. Now, when I asked Paul about what inspires him about Cath, he only had wonderful things to say about her. And Paul spoke of how loving and kind that Cath is, and not just to himself, but to family, and also to all animals, no matter how big or small. Paul is inspired by Cath's intelligence, which comes in many forms, including her emotional intelligence as well. And Paul often calls Cath the guru. Now, referring once again now back to the film and to the love story of Arwen and Aragon, Arwen chooses to share everything with Aragon, including her most treasured possession, her even star necklace, that not only gives her strength and protection through its innate power, but it also represents her commitment and never-ending love that she shares with him as well. Now this is parallel to what Paul says Cath shares with him. And Cath has also given Paul an even star necklace as well, which I know he is wearing today and with such pride. And it symbolises the strength of love that they share together as equal partners. Now, as a couple, you truly do inspire and support each other in equal measures. Your communication with each other is simply the best, and by being so open and honest with each other, you're able to talk to each other about your feelings and anything else that is troubling you. And you do so knowing that you will be shown patience, understanding, and empathy. Now, equally important to you both is sharing in new adventures. You've created so many special memories from your adventures to date, including those from your wonderful holiday you shared for Cath's 40th birthday in Canada for 2 weeks, and then cruising around Alaska for the next week then. And of course, with so many incredible sights witnessed, including seeing orca whales, even bears, and also, whilst on board ship, you watched the Hubbard Glacier break into the sea, which you both described as magical. Now, you both look to the future in experiencing so many more worldwide travels together, and New Zealand is definitely on your bucket list of places to visit. And as you continue now on this very special One Big Life adventure together. As equal partners, Cath and Paul approach everything in life by giving 100% to everything they do. And of course, whilst they don't know the road ahead or what life challenges you may face, by continuing now on the same wonderful foundations you've already created, and with your continued trust in each other and continued support for each other, what you do know is that you're absolutely committing yourselves to walking it together, and of course, as a family with your special pet buddies, Baxter, Ernie, Bertie, and Beans. You truly are a very special couple, and it's our absolute privilege and pleasure to be here with you both now as you take the important steps, as you unite through the unique bond of marriage, through the sharing of vows and exchange of rings. Marriage, as most of us understand it, is the voluntary and full commitment of two people to each other. It is made in a deeper sense to the exclusion of others, and that is a powerful commitment to make. Today, I will ask you both now to speak with truth from your hearts, your commitment to your marriage and to each other. So Paul, starting with you first, please, if you could respond, I do, to the following question. Paul, from today forward and for the rest of your life, do you promise to love Cath, support her, grow with her and share your life with her as an equal partner in marriage?
I do.
Thank you. And now, Cath, please respond, I do, to the following question. Cath, from today forward and for the rest of your life, do you promise to love Paul, support him, grow with him and share your life with him as an equal partner in marriage?
I do.
Thank you. And Cath and Paul, I'm now going to ask you to cement this declaration to each other through your own spoken vows, which I know are said from your hearts as you declare your love, trust and sentiments for each other today. So Cath, I'm going to ask you now to repeat after me as you say to Paul. I, Catherine Maureen Rees.
I, Catherine Maureen Rees.
Ask you, Paul Robert Holland.
Ask you, Paul Robert Holland.
to be my eternal partner as my husband.
to be my eternal partner as my husband.
I pledge to share
I pledge to share
my life openly with you.
my life openly with you.
I promise to cherish
I promise to cherish
and care for you,
and care for you,
to respect and support you.
to respect and support you.
I vow to be true to you
I vow to be true to you
through good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
And to these promises,
And to these promises,
I give you my word.
I give you my word.
Wonderful. Paul, if you could repeat after me now, as you say to Cath. I, Paul Robert Holland,
I, Paul Robert Holland,
ask you, Catherine Maureen Rees,
ask you, Catherine Maureen Rees,
to be my eternal partner as my wife.
to be my eternal partner as my wife.
I pledge to share
I pledge to share
my life openly with you.
my life openly with you.
I promise to cherish
I promise to cherish
and care for you,
and care for you,
to respect and support you.
to respect and support you.
I vow to be true to you
I vow to be true to you
through good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
To these promises,
To these promises,
I give you my word.
I give you my word.
Wonderful. Thank you both. Now, with the understanding that marriage is a promise written in the two hearts of two people who love each other, Cath and Paul will now share their own personal, heartfelt message and promises to each other, which I know you have personally written to embody your truest thoughts and sentiments for each other.
Thank you. I'm gonna cry just a warn. Okie dokie. Deep breath. Paul. Oh, here we go. Paul, I'm so happy to be standing here today with you. I got tissue, thank you. In front of all of our family and friends here today to start a new chapter of our lives together. And breathe again. As Nat King Cole famously sang, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. And with you, I feel I've done just that. I have learned life's greatest lesson. But I haven't learned how not to cry. You are the love of my life. You are the kindest, most wonderful partner and the very best of men. Rwy'n digaru di. Dwi'n moyn treulio gweddill fy os gyda ti. I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you more than these words here today can express, and I feel truly honoured to be your wife. A very wise person once said, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. And my decision is an easy one and a clear one. It's you. So life is one big adventure and I can't wait to share it all with you. May our road go ever on, and come what may, we'll face it together. Hand in hand, ti a fi am byth, you and me forever. So on this special day with you, I'd like to make a wish or two and hope they come true. I wish to be your comfort on difficult days, to be your smile when sadness intrudes. I wish to be your blue sky with calm seas, and to be the laughter that kisses your lips. I wish to be your biggest supporter and to absolutely always share all of your favourite cheese, and to give you the biggest cwtch when your spirits sag. I wish to give you confidence when you doubt and help you to find courage to know yourself. I wish to be the light for you in dark places when all other lights go out, and to share in your best and most joyous of moments. I wish to dance wildly with you, to sing loudly with you at the top of our voices, and to enjoy with you the contentment in all of life's little things. Most of all, I wish to give you all of my love, and in return to be your love, your Cath, forever.
Thank you.
Cath, you have changed my life for the better, and I want you to know how happy I am to be standing here today. I love you. You have been very understanding, caring, thoughtful, funny, a good friend and partner. You've been supportive and helped me through the difficult times. I couldn't ask for a better person to be marrying today. I promise to be a good husband, to give you love and understanding, to be caring, thoughtful, supportive, a good friend and partner, just as you are to me. Cath, I wear the even star with love. Thank you for being you.
Wow. Well done both, that was amazing. So I'm now going to invite you to reaffirm your spoken vows and promises with the giving and receiving of rings. Now, for thousands of years, couples have exchanged rings as a lifetime symbol of their commitment to their marriage. And Cath and Paul have given such great thought to their choice of wedding rings, and as well as them being an outward visible sign that they are uniting their two loyal hearts together through marriage today. Cath's ring is the Tree of Life ring made of Welsh clogau gold, which very much symbolises the evolution of life and the beauty of nature, something that Cath and Paul appreciate and truly value. And for similar reasons, Paul's ring is made out of recycled lignum bowling balls, actually, which is an incredibly hard wood, and its Latin translation means wood of life. So it's my privilege now to invite forward the ring bearer, David. Thank you. Paul, I'm going to invite you now to take Cath's ring and to place it on the tip of her third finger, and to then repeat after me. Cath, I share this ring with you.
Cath, I share this ring with you.
As a symbol of our marriage.
As a symbol of our marriage.
And of the love that we share.
And of the love that we share.
And of the strength and support.
And of the strength and support.
We will eternally give to each other.
That we will eternally give to each other.
Wonderful. And if you could place Cath's ring now. Wonderful. And Cath, if you could take Paul's ring now, please.
Thank you.
And to place it on the tip of his third finger, and then to repeat after me. Paul, I share this ring with you.
Paul, I share this ring with you.
As a symbol of our marriage.
As a symbol of our marriage.
And of the love that we share.
And of the love that we share.
And of the strength and support.
And of the strength and support.
We will eternally give to each other.
We will eternally give to each other.
Perfect. If you could place the ring. Oh, wonderful. So, Cath and Paul, may the wearing of your rings always remind you now of the love and support that you share together as lifelong partners. Let your rings be a sign that your love has a substance and a soul, a past, a present, and a future, and that your love is a circle of your combined love and energies that will last forever. So, well done, Paul. Thanks. So it gives me great pleasure now to invite Cath and Paul to sign their certificate as acknowledgement of their marriage. And of course, this is an ancient custom that confirms the unity as a couple has been entered into consensually by both parties. And it also represents the social contract between the two families and friends that we also combine today. Thank you. So this is just to signify that You have made a lasting commitment now to share the rest of your lives with each other. And as the symbol of your love for each other, Cath and Paul have chosen to include a hand-fasting ceremony as part of their wedding ceremony this afternoon. Now, a hand-fasting ceremony is a wedding ritual that is steeped in tradition and meaning. And it has its roots in ancient Celtic tradition, symbolising the binding together of two people. And it's the origin of the phrase, tying the knot. Now, Cath and Paul have chosen a beautiful hand-fasting tie that is made up of green, purple, turquoise, red, caramel and yellow ribbons, embellished and held together by silver charms of a daisy, a tree of life, a double star, a bee, and not forgetting the all-important cat and dog. Now, each colour that they've chosen and each charm has its own very special meaning to Cath and Paul, and weaved perfectly together. They combine some of the essential foundations that Cath and Paul feel underpin their unity through marriage, and the equal length of the hand-fasting ribbons symbolises their equal roles within their relationship. So would you like to two hands, one hand? I'll try not to stop the blood circulating. Sit down, it's not good. I'm not very tired. What does that feel? Now, as your hands are now bound together, let these very special ties be the symbol of your marriage and of your eternal and sacred bond and commitment that you share with each other.
That stands for.
Now, in the tying of this knot, let it seal the promises that you made to each other and give strength and longevity to your existence as a whole, whilst honouring your individuality and your uniqueness. Now, as you both hold hands, remember, these are the hands of your best friend and your soulmate. And by doing so, you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your life together. And these are the hands that will touch you with love and tenderness throughout the years, and the hands that will comfort you like no others can. These are the hands that will wipe tears of joy and sorrow from your eyes and give you strength when you need it. These are the hands that, even when wrinkled and spotted with age, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. And Cath and Paul, may this knot of love remain forever tied, and may your hands always be held by one another. So I'm going to hold the knot, and if you could slip your hands just gently out. Told you it was a bit too tight. Wonderful. So I offer you now this eternal loop as a keepsake of your promises that you have made to each other today. And as a reminder that, like the stars, your love should be a constant source of light, and like the earth, a firm foundation from which to grow. And may the warmth, of your love enrich not just your lives, but the lives of your family and your friends also. Do you want to do the obligatory hand up in the air with it? Hooray! On behalf of everyone here today, may I offer you both our warmest congratulations. They truly are a very special couple. Now, there's just one more thing for me to do now, and as I build up to that very special moment, I'll share an extract from The Hobbit's Tale, words so very apt and fitting for this very special moment, and they are: the greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow are yet to be said. The chances, the changes are all yours to make. The mould of your life is in your hands to break. So Cath and Paul, may I invite you now to celebrate your marriage with a kiss. Come here.
It was such a good kiss, I lost my veil.
Mind-blowing. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give the biggest cheer for the happy couple, Cath and Paul.
Through the good and bad, through rich and poor. Oh, you look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I've known, than anyone I've known. You look beautiful. Oh, you look beautiful. You look beautiful with that white dress on, with that white dress on. You look more beautiful than anyone I know. You look beautiful, so beautiful.
Everyone all right? Yes. And rattle through this. I shouldn't be more than about 2 or 3 hours, so strap in. So,
What are you doing?
well, I hope you're all enjoying the day so far. Yeah. I'm glad to know that I have nothing to do with it, so I should go to plan, neither does Paul. I'll start by stating the obvious, and now saying how lovely everyone looks today. Cath, Paul especially, I haven't seen you without a fleece on for quite a while, especially covered in dog hair. So it's nice to see everyone scrubbing up nicely. I'd like to propose a toast first to Paul's long-suffering brother, me. We've been through a lot. It's your turn now. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
For those who don't know me, I'm David, Paul's brother, or Dutchie as most people know me as. I've been given the honour of being Paul's best man. Obviously, knowing Paul all my life. Got some stories, most of which I'm not going to share because there are children present. And mostly because stories involving Paul are way too complicated to explain. Words. They're more of a kind of, you have to be there. As you can all probably relate. There's a couple I'd like to, a few of my favourites are when Paul was young. Mark, where's Mark? There, Mark will remember this. Dedicating months of effort, work, dedication to creating his own skate park. so much time and effort went in that he actually couldn't turn up to school, actually sit any of his exams. Because that was the focus, that was the drive, and that was that for 2 months of his life. Also walking into a packed swimming pool, swimming gala when he was in the forces, in his now legendary leopard print Speedos, a long moustache, skinhead, and freshly tattooed bees on his knees. I can only imagine the sight. Another favourite story about the forces, obviously, is he spent a lot of time in the forces, was announcing to a packed departure lounge the flight that was just about to depart to Abu Dhabi. Obviously, he'd never heard of Abu Dhabi before. The whole place erupted, apparently. Also, deciding to wear nothing but white to Glastonbury Festival. All white. Hats, wellies, underwear, socks, everything. For no reason other than the fact that it would just be silly. Like I said, you just kind of had to be there. Paul's main hobbies in life are what? Does anyone know? Collecting hobbies. Made a list. Oh no. This is just what I could recall. Right. There's rollerblading, rugby, running, swimming, badminton, gymnastics, skydiving, ice skating, weight training, cycling, handstand walking, juggling, stick spinning, yo-yoing, magic, gaming, video editing, photoshopping, comedy sketch, YouTube, video making, music production, guitar, ukulele, cajon, exactly, harmonica, trumpet, moustache styling, beard growing, drinking whiskey and eating cheese. And if you think some of them weren't hobbies, well, if you talk to Paul about that, if they are hobbies, so it counts. Where was I? Paul does like to talk about his hobbies. He does tend to overthink things a little bit, as if they are the big things. Sometimes the little things turn into the big things. Like things like what clothes he needs to wear for this period of his life, where his beard needs to be cut next, how long he's going to wait for his next haircut. These things sometimes take a lot of thought and effort, you know, which is understandable for a man of his stature. And you don't even want to know how long it's taken and how many conversations we've had about the dicky bow, tie, pocket square, combinations that we had to have today. There's probably been 500 messages. I don't even want to know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to wear today. That's just the way he is. He doesn't want people to let people down or leave people out. All genuine, nice guy, qualities. He'd make a good husband. He's funny, he's obedient, he's loving. Quite like the dogs. I did have 4 more pages here, but they were all Lord of the Rings quotes. So I can't. Come on, no, I can't, they're all gone now. Sorry, they're all taken this morning. I'd just like to finish up and raise a glass. Paul and Cath, thank you very much. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. our left. I'd like to hand you over to Christine.
Ladies and gentlemen, and for those who are yet to make up your minds. So for those who have not yet had the pleasure, my name is Chris. And yes, I am the bride's oldest and most fabulous sister. Truth hurts. So Catherine loves films. So I'd like to start with a brief quote from one of her favourite films, which is Princess Bride. And that sets out why we are all here today. Marriage! Marriage is what brings us together today. It is a blessed arrangement. It is a dream within a dream. So, building on from that quote, I would like to welcome you all to this extra special celebration of the Union of Rees and Holland. Thank you all for joining us. And we would be grateful if you could take some time to write a few lines in the guest book you saw on the way in. You all look fantastic. And I'm so glad that some of you have enjoyed your annual baths just for the occasion. But of course, there are none more lovelier today than Paul and Catherine. So I've thought long and hard about this speech. I've been warned that I can't use PowerPoint, I can't use puppets, and I can't use interpretive dance.
You think she's joking?
Yeah,
She's joking.
She's not. Which is sad as that would have been memorable. So instead, I am looking for audience participation.
Oh, run.
Now, we'll come to that a bit later, so no hiding in the toilets, please.
You're at the front, Sam.
So, Catherine has been lucky enough to know me all of her life. Unfortunately, though, things didn't get off to a very good start initially. Upon arriving at the maternity hospital, when Catherine was born, her first reaction to seeing her sisters was to promptly lose her lunch over our mother. Charming. Things have improved slightly since then. So some other fond family memories we wish to share with you today include my daughter Lycia's recollection of getting into a complete mess with some beetroot.
Eloise knows.
So, in an attempt to eat healthier, Lycia was trialling a beetroot smoothie. Unfortunately, it was at this time that Catherine decided to make her laugh uncontrollably. This resulted in Lycia snorting the smoothie out of almost every orifice.
It was true.
The mess that ensued was like something out of a horror film.
Came out of everywhere.
Thankfully, there's no beetroot on the menu today, so lessons have been learned. One of our mother's special memories includes bathing an infant Catherine in the sink of our old static caravan in Portainen, in the Gower. For those too young to realise, there really were days before caravans had bathrooms. These were dark times, communal shower blocks. We could definitely have done with that washing up bowl Catherine was sitting in whilst being bathed when it came to the beetroot incident. So, there are of course family members who are not able to be with us today. Sorry.
Have a glug. Runs in the family, being emotional.
Our father thought the world of Catherine. His personality was one that would always try to make you happy. So although he may not be with us in person today, I'm sure he would have approved of her choice and been over the moon that she has found someone who clearly makes her as happy as he would want her to be in life. You both make him so proud. I also 100% know it would have definitely been interesting seeing the speech he came up with today.
Oh my God.
In his stead, and on behalf of the rest of the family, I would like to welcome Paul and your family as you join with ours. I'll also say, truth, it's a definite testament of the strength of your love for Catherine if you're prepared to take on the rest of us.
Amen to that.
He needs to be, yeah. Being scared always helps. So for those who do know me, you'll know that I'm not always known for my lovey-dovey sentiments. Instead, I had to think outside the box and call for some assistance into how to make this speech memorable and sentimental. So I decided to reach out and contact Catherine and Paul's favourite TV show, Married at First Sight Australia. So does anybody know the show? Married at First Sight? Right, okay.
Addicted, and Paul.
So it's their favourite show. For those who are not familiar with the show, it's a reality programme which documents couples getting married without ever having seen each other. During the series, the couples are set different tasks, and these tasks are designed to bring them together. So I received a reply from one of the show's relationships experts, Alessandra.
Oh, I like her.
Yes. And this is the part I mentioned earlier about asking for volunteers. Alessandra sent me one of the show's tasks for Catherine and Paul to enjoy today.
Us.
Yes.
Not them.
However, as it wouldn't be right to expect them to do it alone, I will read out the task and ask any willing couples to also join in. Now this is meant to be fun, it's not meant to be embarrassing, so just relax. You can stay in your seats, but you will need to be next to each other. So, couples, are we ready? Yes. Catherine and Paul, are you ready? Oh, this will be a testament of some couples' relationships. I didn't want to put that. What she actually is, what kind of relationship expert she is. Anyway, you've been allocated the eye-gazing task.
Oh, that's fine.
Nice and easy, don't worry. So to reinforce the bond between each other, gaze into each other's eyes for 1 minute. This is meant to help to strengthen the connection between you both. Do not try to stare your partner down, as this is a task to help you bond. Look deep into your eyes. Are you ready? And I'll count the minute down. Ready, steady, go!
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
I'm timing. We're watching. It's supposed to be a lovely Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. Thank you all. That's the minute. That's it. That was like Anyway, thank you all. How do we feel? Hopefully you're all better connected with your partner, and it was a useful exercise, bit of fun. Thank you all for joining in. So anyway, I started this speech with a quote from one of Catherine's favourite films and talking about a book. So I shall end with talking about a second book and a very corny reference to one of her favourite films. So this is something I have for them. Do you want to pass it along? This is a memory book that I've personalised to present with you today in order that you can record your memories for your first year of married life. Use it then to look back on it in your retirement homes.
Hopefully together.
I got one. Fast forward.
Keep going. Yeah. So may your lives be filled with endless fun, laughter, Charlie Bears and cheese. And we wish you both a long and happy marriage together. Catherine, although you may have finally found your one ring, I hope that the only thing that you call precious is each other. please raise your glasses to Catherine and Paul. Llongyfarchiadau. Thank you all. Good night.
Thorpes and Cunninghams. Lees. Morgans. Andersons. Rolands. Family. Friends. And Jadens. Welcome to our wedding. We are pleased to celebrate this occasion with such excellent people. I want to start by recognising the wedding party. And to David, that's an amazing speech. Now everyone knows me so well. Thank you. To the maid of dishonour, Christine, and to Alicia, bridesmaid, both looking beautiful today. Thank you for everything you've done.
Cheers.
And Jennifer, mother-in-law, also looking wonderful.
Thank you. I'll pay you later.
And Mother Joy, couldn't ask for a better mother. Thank you. We'd like to give our genuine, heartfelt thanks to those who made this day special for us. To all the Craignaw staff, and special mention to Emily and Chloe. Thank you. Andrew and Joe, Jenkins Photography. Thank you. Ryan and Paul, for the very long months of talking about what wedding rings should buy. Today the speech is right. A lot of thought, a lot of discussion. The friends in the WhatsApp groups, and all of you here, family and friends, who have been very supportive and offered great advice to us both. Thank you all. And of course, I'd like to thank the beautiful Cath, for without her, all this would not be possible. Cath, I just want to say a bit about Cath. She's a people person's paper people. She's beautiful, both inside and out.
Dunder Mifflin American Office quote, just to, as David said, you sometimes have context.
You have to know.
Background knowledge.
So, I'd like to make a toast. Here's one I made earlier. Right, now we raise the toast. I'd like you all to raise your glasses, not the ones in your head. May your toast never burn. Thank you all. Not finished?
Not finished yet.
Round two.
Oh no.
Now we've ordered a drink. Cath and I would like to show appreciation to the wedding party. First, I'd like to start off with Gareth and Johnsky, the ushers. Got a little something for you. Oh, nice. Come on. What a raffle. Thank you. Get a pork charge. They want.
They're not opening it.
David, my brother, best man, Dutchman. Thank you for everything you've done. Yeah, fantastic speech, Dave. And
It's all good.
yeah, like to show. Thank you.
Nice one.
Great brother. Yeah. Juggling balls.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And my mother. Sorry.
After a drink.
Don't forget. I say my mother's been had absolutely great childhood, and and I said I couldn't ask for a better mother. Thank you for everything you've done. Yeah, I look forward to speaking to you all later, and now I'll hand you over to Cath. Thank you.
So, I'm not going to do a speech. Don't worry. Food is coming. Missed that. Food's coming. Sorry, sweet. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, myself. Thank you all for coming. You've made the day, obviously. Again, we couldn't do without you. So just thank you from myself as well as Paul. Thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to my gals over here in the bridal party. So, for Christine, a maid of dishonour. I've got to say it right, so I'll get told off. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything you've done and all the effort you've put in. You know, again.
And see you've got tree beard on front, thank you very much.
Alicia, my beautiful bridesmaid dressed in them. No, you don't. Oh no, sorry. I take it back. This is mother of the bride.
I'm not the mother of the bride.
No, this is not the mother of the bride.
Oh, am I the mother of the bride then? Mama!
Thank you, Mum, for everything you've done. I'm not going to say too much because we'll all get very emotional, as you can probably gather. But you're my best mum, you're my only mum. Thank you for everything. You've been invaluable with the wedding and you've helped me through everything in life. You're always there. How can we end that?
Stop it now, stop it.
Stop
with that emotion.
Some things for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mum. And Felicia,
Not mother of the bride.
my beautiful bridesmaid. While Lucia's having a little moment, I can have a little talk. I collect Charlie bears, and Lucia is starting to get into it. And this bear is called Always There. So, just so you know, Lucia, whenever you need a hug, we're always there. So now, we're always there for you, and you've also got a little
Surprise.
something as well.
Look at tissues.
Ladies and gents, you weren't loud enough. It's like Father Christmas, you need to be really loud. Ladies and gents, welcome the bride and groom, James and Cath Paul, for the first dance, husband and wife.
Some people long for a life that's simple and plain. Tied with a ribbon. Some people won't sail the sea 'cause they're safer on land.
your choir to make your choir today. And we have a special tribute, our gift to you, is that we are all on your team. We, the girls, are on Team Cath, as you will see. And the boys are all on Team Paul. We have a very, very special song that you can sing together to each other because you know it. There will be no introduction because you'll soon get the drift, as will we all, because we're making it up as we go along. We've lost one of our most important singers, Tony, who we think might be asleep. Anthony, yes. Well, so without further ado, I will leave it to the